So we're gonna check out this video. It's 10 things that will shock you about the South USA. And the South of USA is probably very interesting because I think it's pretty liberal and it's a lot of like, it could be, is it hillbillies or something? It could be a little bit like madness. Maybe they're like chasing roosters. I don't know. Maybe they're driving their trucks. Maybe. It seems very liberating to be in the South USA. So I want to go there. But we'll see. Here we're going to see 10 things that might shock us though. So I'm looking forward to it. Let's go.
Hey, fellow travelers, or
this guy's so good, by the way.
South, hey, y'all. Mark here with 𝗦ci's World, and we're in the hostess
subscribe to that dude. He's so good. Subscribe to him.
City of Savannah, Georgia. This is literally Jocelyn's favorite city in the entire world, okay? And it's definitely my favorite city to come to in the south of the U.S. This place is
nice
fantastic. And the thing is, the South in general is wonderful, from the food to the people and so much more, and you'll be shocked.
It started with very little trucks, or like, what are they called? Like the big ones with the big wheels that are just like vroom, monster trucks. It's very little of this there so far. It's more like civilized. I'm shocked. I'm shocked already.
About how much you love it and some things that drive you a little nuts. And so we have for you today kind of 10 things that shock tourists and travelers when they come to the South. Because your perception of the South from TV is probably going to be a little different than some of the things you actually see when you come here. So let's get started. Now, the first thing that shocks tourists when they come here is the Southern hospitality. Yes, it is truly Southern hospitality here. The people, they are friendly, they are helpful, they do go out of their way to help you, they will show you where the sights are, they will recommend the best restaurants, they will recommend the hidden gems. The people here are fantastic. They're
oh, that sounds really good. And I feel like I've heard this like phrase, the Southern hospitality or whatever before. I feel like
friendly, they're helpful, they use their manners. I mean, it's crazy.
That's
I
so
live
nice.
in the north and I come down here and people are like, yes ma'am, yes sir, yes please, you know, everyone calls me Mr. Mark and my wife is Miss Johnson.
Wow.
My boys, they do their
I feel like I would be perceived as insanely rude going there though, because I never say Mr. or Miss or anything like that. I'm just saying, hey you. But that is just lack of like understanding how to do it properly, I guess. Or maybe laziness. I'm not sure.
Southern best. They say, yes, ma'am, yes, sir. And everyone is like that here.
Wow.
And it really makes it a really fantastic experience with this politeness and this Southern hospitality. And you just want to come back. You're like, dang it, those people are so nice there.
They're so funny.
The second thing that's going to shock you when you come down here is, look, just because people have accents doesn't mean they're stupid, okay? A lot of people have the stereotype.
That is shocking. That is shocking to me. I thought all accents were like stupid people. I thought they just didn't know how to speak normal English. Kappa, I'm just joking, okay? I'm joking with you. I don't speak proper English. I don't know. It's just funny that is a shocking thing. Like, that is one of the shocking things.
That people in the South are dumb.
True,
you have an accent,
Skelgard.
you must not have any education. They have some really good schools down here. People are intelligent down here. Just because they have an accent doesn't mean they're stupid. And that's one thing. When I talk to Southerners, I have great conversations, in-depth kind of things, and they're always like, why is it Northerners think we're so stupid? And that's the thing, is the stereotype you see about the South in movies and TV is all about these hillbilly backwoods people. Look, there's
It's exactly what I started the video with. Yeah, that is like the stereotype that I as a Norwegian see, you know, in movies and stuff. For sure. For 𝗦ci𝗰𝗶𝗹𝘀. Damn.
hillbilly backwood people in Germany. There's that in China. There's that in the north. All kinds of stuff. It's
There's
just
for
that
sure that in Norway.
That trope is very popular to use about Southerners, and it's the farthest thing from the truth. The people are not stupid here. And the thing is, that leads into the third thing that'll shock you, are the Southernisms here. There are some very distinct Southern culture things here. Yes, there are some things here that are very definitely Southern. How things work, how people act, all kinds of stuff, but also how they talk. And the thing is, when you're thinking, oh, I'm making fun of these Southerners, these hillbillies, they don't know anything, and they go, oh, bless your heart. Bless your heart. You're such a wonderful person. Southerners know how to Southern you to death. They will be as nice to you because that hospitality, but when they're doing is actually insulting you because you're so off base on some things. So
they will, instead of being rude, they'll be so kind you're just feeling bad or something. That is very cool. That is a good strategy. I'm gonna start using that. You're so fantastic, 𝗦𝗀. You're so pretty, and bless you, 𝗦𝗀. Bless you.
It's kind of funny when I'll see people talking and the son knows we talking. Oh, bless your heart. That is so nice. And you're like, oh,
yeah, bless your heart,
believe me, if
𝗦𝗀.
someone says bless your heart or bless their heart, that's basically saying, oh my God, these people are so stupid. Okay, so that's your southern translation. Okay,
wow.
so those southernisms that are out there, that does kind of shock people.
They're gonna say that to me a lot.
How people act, how they talk, you know, some of the verbiage they use. So it is kind of a funny thing. And one of those things where the southern hospitality and the southernism really comes out is the food. And that's the fourth thing that shocks you about the South is the food when you're here. Yes. They do fry a lot.
I have a feeling that it's so good though. That is like the things that you really want to eat, but sometimes you're not allowing yourself to do it or whatever. Like as on this picture, it seems so delish. I would just like toss my body over this food probably.
A lot of food here. Yes, they use an extra stick of butter in a lot of things here. But you know what? It is worth it. The food here in the
look
South
at this.
is the
It's
best.
just like, it doesn't look crazy fancy, but it looks so good. It looks like something I would just like swallow whole. I would just take one of these like here, and I would just like, and then I would just drink the other thing there. That is how good it looks.
In the U.S. Yeah, you can have fancy restaurants anywhere, but in general, you can go anywhere. You will eat
cheese
well
balls?
here in the South. The biscuits, the
Good
fried
drinks?
chicken, the collard greens, the soul food you see, you know, if you go to New Orleans and Louisiana, the Creole food, the Cajun food. The food here is unbelievable. And one of the things you gotta have, shrimp and grits. Okay, you gotta have grits. There's like hominy, like a corn-based kind of
mouth
porridge,
is drooling.
and you put some shrimp in there, some cheese in there. Oh my God. Oh. Shrimp and grits. It's fantastic. The food here is amazing when you come here. That's why when you come, that's why when you're in the South, make sure you ask your restaurant, ask the people you meet there, because the hospitality of the Southerners, they will tell you where you should go.
Wow. I want to go now.
What is the thing I should really eat here? Where should I really go here? You know, Savannah's kind of famous because Paula Deen was here. They're like, yeah, Paula Deen's got her thing, Lady and Sons. But what you really want to do, if you want to have some really Southern thing, go to Mrs. Wilkes. That's the better one. And people say that, yes, it's still touristy, but you go there to those things, and you have the really traditional kind of stuff. You have the real pecan pie. You really have the amazing fried chicken. You do have all the, you know, fried green tomatoes and all those things. The food here is unbelievable, and you'll be shocked how good it is and how much weight you might put on when you're here because, yes, they do fry the you-know-what of a lot of things here, okay? And that leads into the fifth thing that shocks people when they come down here is when they order the food, the portion
what the hell is going on there?
Yes, I need my sweet tea like this with my free refills coming again and again and again. But the amount of food they give you, it is insane. You can understand how people can enlarge themselves on their vacation to the South because the food is great and the portion size to go along with it really is, you know, insane. So if you're going to be traveling here, I have
a feeling that I should go here before I start working out again, because if I start working out, go here, I'm not gonna be able to continue. So maybe just go here, eat myself a little bit bigger, then I can start to work out and I'll feel good. I'll just go through the entire vacation being like, I'll fix it later. And I'll go wild. That sounds like a good plan, Ole.
Kids, you can order and share with them because there's going to be a lot of food to go around.
Yeah,
and Southern hospitality. Yeah, I'll have some rice and maybe some macaroni and cheese with it. And they're like, okay, they'll give you like a double helping and things like that. So it really is, the portion size just kind of blow your mind when you are down here. So be ready for it. Now, the sixth thing that'll shock you when you're coming down to the South is, well, one thing you need to know is you do need to drive around here to go see places. If you want to go to plantation houses or go between cities, the public transport ain't so good, okay? But so you're going to have a car, you're going to drive around, and the driving here,
that is smart.
It's a little frustrating. You know,
the driving is frustrating.
But I feel like in the South, everyone likes to drive in the left lane on the highway. You're like, dude, you're going slow. Get in the right
It's like pimping your car like this. It wouldn't be legal at all in Norway. It's so strict with everything, man. But in the South, you can do whatever. You can do whatever you want to do. Oh my God, that must be so freeing. But it's also dangerous, though. But I guess danger isn't so dangerous in the South. Maybe.
It drives you a bit nuts, but for a tourist like you and me, one of the things that's annoying about the driving part is the parking, because in the South you have a lot of these historic city centers, and of course if you got historic city centers, you're not going to tear down famous buildings to put up a car park. So it's really hard to find parking, and sometimes you're parking kind of far out. If you're going to a hotel, they have the valet, you give them the keys, they park your car someplace else, and so you're not having as much ease with that. So that is one of the things that will shock you is, oh my God, there's no parking. And when they do drive, oh my God, these people are crazy. And you will see, yes, you will see the Confederate flag sometimes on the front of their license plate, and you will see, you know, trucks with dangly man parts on them and things like that. You do see that here, so just
Like dangly man parts. Whoa, yeah. I think it's like a lot to take in. Oh, that sounded wrong, but yeah, like when you're in the South, it's just so many impressions that you need to keep control over. Damn. But also, I think if we go there, we're gonna do the Uber. We're just gonna Uber everywhere or taxi. I don't think we're gonna be driving ourselves. We did that when we were in Florida. It went really well though, but that was like for going to Disneyland or Disney World or whatever, and then go back the same day. So we had like a goal that was really far, and it would be a little bit long to do with a Uber.
You see that other places too, but just be ready for the driving experience you will have here down in the South. Because also in the South, they like their NASCAR, their car racing. So fast driving is kind of the norm here, okay? So just be prepared for that. The second thing that's going to shock you about the South is the religion aspect of it. Yes, they believe in God, and their churches here.
That is going to be very shocking to me, or like a solid shock, because you don't go around here and say things that are related to like godly things in Norway. You don't go and say that to people. That is like some people have that in their, like, they hide it in their home or whatever. But here, I have a feeling the God aspect or like religion is just like everywhere in like normal speech and all over the place.
Are amazing. If you can go to a gospel church on a Sunday and see the people singing and all kinds of stuff, it is truly an experience. When you see people come out of churches dressed up to the T's because they go to church in a respectful way, I mean, it is like, wow, they really do believe, they really put a lot into it. And you might say it's like, oh, well, it's gods and guns. That's what the South is about. Well, yes, they do believe in gods, and yes, they do believe in their guns. And you will see, gun racks in the back of the trucks and stuff like that.
Whoa.
But the seventh thing that's going to shock you is the true religion of the South. And that is SEC football. They love college football, okay? This is one of the things.
That is their religion?
You go in the South, people will have their UGA, University of Georgia stickers on their car.
I really want to go to one of those games if I ever go there. Gee, that would be so cool, like getting really in there.
And in their garage, they'll have University of Georgia posters, and people, their kids will be wearing Georgia gear or LSU gear or Alabama and things like that. Like, this is a true religion. In religion, you can say, oh, are you Methodist? Are you Catholic? Are you Protestant? Are you Baptist? Are you Muslim? Are you Jewish? Here, they're like, look, you can only have one religion. And in Georgia, you are a UGA fan. You are Bulldogs all the way. Georgia Tech people, oh, we don't talk to them. I mean, it is crazy. I remember I was in Alabama. I remember I was coming into Alabama. They said, look, are you for Bama? University of Alabama.
Me too, but don't tell
them. You
get
30 seconds when you come into state to make a decision. You're either for Bama or you're for Auburn. I'm like, hey, roll tide, man, roll tide. But you got to know these things. And the people are really, really enthusiastic and crazy excited about college football down here. So if you get a chance, and it's a Saturday in the fall, and you can go to a college football game, even if you can't get to one of the big ones, it is quite the experience. It's something you definitely have to do because people.
Ole miss hottie today. What does this mean? Because I am Ole. My name is Ole. Ole miss hottie today. What the hell?
Tailgating with beers and throwing cornhole and all kinds of crazy stuff.
Is that Stadium
Ole? They love it, and that's one of the things where you really see the passion that people have down here really comes out in their true religion of SEC football. Okay. So the eighth thing that will shock you when you come to Savannah is you're used to partying and having a great time, whether it's Mardi Gras in New Orleans or here in Savannah for St. Patrick's Day. You're used to having a good time, and a good time with liquor, whether it's a hurricane in New Orleans, or it's a Chatham Artillery Punch here in Savannah. You do have your libations. They do like to drink here, and you will have a good time with that. But the liquor laws, dude, the South has some of the craziest liquor laws. Now, the U.S. has crazy liquor laws anyway, 21 to drink, and you got to look like you're 90 to buy stuff without asking for ID. But in the South, you come up with some really good ones. For example, here in Savannah, you can walk in the street with open liquor. Most places in the U.S., you go to jail for that. New Orleans, you can walk around with a plastic cup of beer, no problem, okay? But you have other places where they have really strict liquor laws, like dry counties. That's where an actual county, it's a part of a state, actually sells no liquor. Okay, so you actually can't buy any alcohol in that state, which can be a problem if you're going
no liquor? There's zero? It's not like if you just keep it to yourself. Damn, but that is not a big problem for us, though.
Kentucky Lake in Kentucky, and you want to have a good time.
You
got to bring all your alcohol with you because you can't buy it in the county, which is kind of crazy. Or, we don't sell any liquor on Sundays, or we stop liquor sales at a certain time. So just know the South has some pretty strange liquor laws out there, but it's not just the South. Anywhere in the U.S. you can find these. I just find it happens more in the South than other places. The ninth thing that will shock you when you come down to the south is the weather. I mean, there's a reason why people retire to the south and they don't retire to the north, okay? You come down here because the weather is great. I'm here in February, the dead of winter, and it's 56 degrees today, and they're like, oh my gosh, it's so cold. 56. I mean, that's
so cold.
Warm, okay? Like, I came from Illinois where it was 6 degrees. Okay, I'm like, guys, this is like summer. I feel so great. The weather in the south is fantastic. Okay, when you come down here. And
Litone, maybe we should move to the south. Let's move to the south. It looks fantastic.
So what's great is you can come.
I want to have my guns and my god. I want to have guns and god. Let's go.
Visit the south all year round and have relatively decent weather. Yes, I've got a quarter zip
and good
stuff
weather.
On, but I mean, it's a cold day, and this is all I have. Okay, so you see these things out there, and the weather is great here. But I will warn you, the shock of the weather is when you first come to the south and you go to a place like Charleston or Savannah, like on the coast where you get a lot of humidity and heat and moisture. When you get out of that airport and the humidity hits you, you're like, oh, I can't breathe. That's what happened the first time I flew down to Savannah in August. I was literally like, I can't breathe when I got off the plane. It was crazy when I walked out of the airport. So that hot humidity in the summer can just be oppressive. But the rest of the year, the other 10 months out of the year, you're going to love every minute of it, okay? So that's the 9th thing that shocks people is that weather.
It's kind of like the opposite of Norway, where you have like a couple of like really cold months and the rest is like okay. But here it's like you have a couple of really hot and humid months, and the rest is okay. That is, I kind of want the too hot part instead of the too cold part. I think.
Okay, that
but
can be
the grass is always greener, you know.
Be quite a wonderful or horrifying experience. And the 10th thing that's going to shock you when you do come down here to the south is the southern pride and the southern style. It is a different way of life down here, and the people are proud of it. The people do dress a little nicer here and there, and they're not walking around in their yoga pants as often as you see other places. They do have that pride in how they dress, and you will see a seersucker suit here and there with people, and you will see people wearing that bow ties. But what I think is shocking in an awesome way about the South is their pride they have in their community and they have in their state. And it's not just, I wear Georgia football colors because I'm from Georgia. No, the people really care about their communities, they care about their state, and they put their money where their mouth is.
That is cool.
The pride they have shows when you look at their historic nature. I mean,
caring
as a tourist,
is cool,
that
guys.
Pride that the South has really shows
corn?
in historic homes they've redone. Here in Savannah is a great idea. You walk around, you see the history, you can go see the homes, the Owen Thomas house, the Mercer house, you can go to the Juliet Gordon Low where the Girl Scouts started. They have these homes you can go visit and see so much, and you see that history, and they've taken the pride in it. In their towns, and they said that I'm proud of where I'm from. I want to, I was born in the South, I want to die in the South. That mentality, the thing is, look, I'm always going to be here. So they put that pride into their community. They put that pride in their state, and that's something that you don't get everywhere, and it really shocks people. Like, no, I love where I live, and I'm going to stay here, and I'm going to do what I can to make it better. And that pride they have is shocking because it comes into a great way as a tourist, and the historic aspects of
you live in the South,
they take care of their own people and their own community, and it's a great thing. Anyway, those are 10 things that I think might shock kind of international tourists or even American tourists when they come down here to the South. It is a fantastic place. Whether you're going to the beach cities of Wilmington or you're going to the historic place of Charleston and Savannah and New Orleans on the coast, or you're going inland, you're going to Oxford, Mississippi and see Ole Miss, or going to a game at the University of Alabama. And it's just, it's a really great place
is so
to go.
nice.
Manchester, Mississippi with the houses there.
Wow.
It's just gorgeous. And that's just one of the things. No matter where you go in the South, you will be shocked about a lot of things. And I really hope you have a great time. It is well worth visiting. If you want to know more, 10 places to see in the South, 5 things you love and hate about the South, they're all on our website at waltersworld.com. We're also on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, all those kind of fun things. We all have it out there for you, and we really appreciate your likes and subscriptions. So I hope you all
smack a like in there, guys,
sign
and
up
sub.
And follow us. If you do like videos like this, we put 2 videos out every week, at least 2 videos from around the U.S. and around the world. So I will say bye-bye from Savannah, Georgia. A wonderful place here in the South. Bye.
Wow, this video was so good. I'm so glad that I checked it out. And like I feel like it was nice that he kind of educated me with like the part of the South that is not or like the parts that are not just like stereotypes, that it's so much richer than that, and it's very interesting and cool and fascinating. And I love what he said about like they caring so much about their place, and they want to like make it good and stay there. That is so cool. I feel like many places here in Norway is like the complete opposite. It's like people don't really care that much, and they're waiting to like leave to another place. They just want to go. Whenever they turn like 17, 18, 19, they're just like, I want to go away. So they normally leave for like the bigger cities in Norway. So yeah. So it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy, and it was cool to see. It's nice to have some pride. I guess the issue is like a little bit of an issue is that some, at least like it's portrayed like that in the media or whatever, that some have a little bit too much pride. But very cool, Fredo, that you live in the south. That's cool. I live across a farm that has corn. Honestly, I want that. Maybe if I come down there, we can go and raid that cornfield in 𝗦ci, Ole Herland. You dope. You dope. You dope, man. You dope. I went to Miami, and what he said about the weather is true. Yeah, when we were in Miami as well, it was such good weather. And also, when we got off the airport or opened, like the airport doors opened, it was just like, and it was so humid and so warm. It was so weird. Never experienced that before we went to there. That was wild.